Oh, and another thing too that I saw this morning was a thing about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and whatever it was, keeps popping up all this stuff about them. So whatever this was, I don't. Oh, it was saying that Amber Heard got thrown out of court. The judge doesn't want to hear or something, and told her to leave the court or something. So I was like, huh. I don't follow this story. I mean, like, I know a little bit of it. But the thing that got me about it, so I watched, it was like, I don't know, 9 minutes or something. And the thing that got me was, like, if you think about if you're a rich, powerful man in this world, and if you don't, and I'm not saying that I don't know which side he's on. I don't know if he's DS or human beings. So, but it made me think about this because there is, certain men out there who were able to make a lot of money and become powerful. You have money, you have power. So they, and the DS uses handlers and stuff. So, and a young, pretty women, that is part of the, before when I talked about Victoria's Secrets and, it being, it's a front and, man, when you go into some of this stuff, it's just, it is so ridiculous. It is like reality TV on steroids. Some of the stuff is just like, oh my God. Yeah, I guess that guy was in love with, the guy who's supposed to, there's so many names that if you say certain names, but the guy whose girlfriend is waiting right now for trial. Oh, and I just saw Allison got her sentence the other day. So stuff is going on with some of these trials, But anyways, so for these rich guys, they'll get these pretty girls, handlers, and try and infiltrate them into their life. And you just think about how, I saw this movie a long time ago, and I think it's like, maybe it's Matt Damon or something. And it shows the controllers and how they make people come into your life and stuff. Like they're puppet masters. If you're targeted, and if you've got a big bank account, you're definitely going to be targeted. They want control of all the money, so you're going to be a target. And so I just thought of, Johnny Depp. I just thought, man, I don't know. I've also heard really dark stuff about him. So, I don't know the guy, so I don't know the real story. And there'll be, I think things are being exposed. People, you're not going to be able to hide yourself. You're going to be exposed for who and what you are. So, he was married when he met her. She just so happened to be in a movie. Probably was very, because it was the same thing with Angeline when she was in that one, and took that other person's husband. And, if you think about people being placed, which, I don't know about Jolie if she is a handler. I mean, she's very involved with UNICEF. There's a lot of things that are just like, oh. But some of these people, do they even know how involved they are with some of this stuff? It's like, are they just so focused on their ego and being admired and worshipped that they don't even pay attention to what's going on around them, Like, that's the thing that's hard to say unless you really know someone and really are in their story with them. Because that's another thing too with the Jim Carrey one. Because, it was right after he went on Jimmy Kimmel and was speaking out against the Illuminati. And then all of a sudden, man, he got trumped in a big old bad way. And getting trumped is they go after your character. They tear you apart in the media. And the thing is when they are, you have to know something's like not right, because we know there's powerful people doing really, really bad things, and the media is ignoring it 100%. So when they are exposing these other things and just tearing someone's character to bits, shredding them, and when it is involved with both had court cases and stuff. So that's what makes me more suspicious sometimes of, is all this just the DS trying to control these people's money and are willing to do whatever to get control, because that's a big part of what's going on. So, I know, like, not everybody in Hollywood, not everybody, on the basketball court or out in the fields playing ball are all controlled. Some are fighting for freedom just like all of us. Some have an awareness but don't know how to get out of it. And some are just, I think, oblivious. Like, I don't even know. I mean, as far as I understand, UNICEF is bad. There's a lot of these places that are just, they're there for trafficking and for funneling money back to the rich people. You just start following foundations and CEOs and look who CEOs are married to. Go in and you look through the records of what they do with their money. A lot of this stuff is public record. If you want to spend a lot of time looking at it, you're going to get, will be eye-opening if you really don't have any clue about some of this stuff, because, there's bad people running the world. Or, it's a mafia enterprise running the world. I don't even know if I can. Last night, my friend, the farmer one, I've said before, she's British. She was living in Canada with their kids, then she moved here, got married and moved here. And so I'm assuming her mom, because my mom was a teenager when I was born. So I'm assuming her mom would be early 80s, because she's a year younger than me. And she's in another country. They're not in the same country, her mom and her. And her mom went and got, yesterday, immediately started bleeding out other parts of her body, went into heart failure. They're calling it congestive heart failure. I don't even know the update. She's not even being able to get information and stuff. But, like, we all just really need to, acknowledge there are people who are being murdered by the DS, and it's super, super horrible. And it breaks my heart to know that people are suffering. But, there is, a soul came in to play a certain role. Oh my God. A soul came in to play a certain role, and it has to, it's going to play it out. And for us, it has to have those emotions. It has to. Will you hush, please? God, you guys are rude. Hush. When they play it out, God, that dog has got such high anxiety. When they, I've totally lost track of my, what I was saying. Oh, that's aggravating. Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about now. That's one of the frustrations that I have with brain injury is, it affects my memory, so of course. But the frustration of forgetting what I'm talking about is very frustrating, and conversations can be super frustrating, and because like somebody will say something, and then I'll think, how I want to talk, what I want to say, and they'll just keep talking or whatever, and I will have no, I don't know, it's just much harder for me to be in a conversation than it used to be. And then plus the part of having to like relearn everything, like every time you do it, like, you know, nothing is just automatic anymore. You have to just, you know, go in and purposefully think like, how do I do this again? What do I got to do? And that it used to be just the worst, especially at first when I had to keep working. And I'd go to work, and I was a nurse then, but I was a psych nurse for outreach, so I was kind of like doing social work or something, so a lot of stuff on the computer. I couldn't even remember how to get in the damn thing every time. The worst is passwords and stuff. Oh my gosh. It's, yeah, God, that was so frustrating. That was so hard. There was so many hard things, and they just kept telling me after my surgery, you know, when I already had the brain injury, they already knew they damaged my brain. But they just, oh, it'll fix itself. Don't worry about it. It'll heal. Yeah, it doesn't. Or it heals a certain amount, I guess. But I don't feel like, you know, a lot has changed since it first happened in my healing of my brain. I mean, maybe some, but not super significant. I've got the same struggles now as I had then. So, gosh, I really wanted to finish what I was saying. God, that irritates me. Sometimes they just, you know, take over. I'll just stop real quick and maybe I can remember it. I won't make you guys suffer watching me try to remember. Okay, I'll be back in a sec, hopefully.